In this video, I'm going to take you through step by step how to sign up for a Payoneer account. So here we are on the Payoneer.com website where it reads, "Go beyond, your passport to global growth." Payoneer's cross-border payments platform empowers businesses, online sellers and freelancers to pay and get paid globally as easily as they do locally. And this is the USP, the unique selling point of Payoneer. It's brilliant for those online sellers, businesses and freelancers who do business online. Now, before we dive straight into how to sign up with this service, let's read what we have. We have solutions, verticals, working capital, fees, about Payoneer and enterprise. For now, we're going to select the register now button, and it's also located in the top tab here. You can also see companies that work through Payoneer, and those are very well-known companies. For example, Fiverr, Getty Images, HomeAway, Upwork, which is a freelance website. We also have Wish, which is a marketplace, 99 Designs, People Per Hour, which is another freelance website. Just to give you an idea of the type of users that use Payoneer. We also have the Amazon affiliates image there as well, and many more. Now we're going to select the register now button and we're going to get started. Let's find the right account for your needs. Now, many of you that are watching now may be freelancers or new to the online marketplace or a new self-employed person, and we're going to do this as if we are new to being self-employed. So of course, an e-commerce owner is not what you would be selecting. An e-commerce owner is somebody who owns a e-commerce. Now, of course, you may own an e-commerce, you may be selling your items on a website. This could be for you. Now, going down from here, we have the freelancer. Freelancers are those who work on, for example, Upwork, or if you're working on Fiverr, if you're basically working to a fixed term contract for a selected person, or maybe a company. You could be working for a company and freelancing also. Up next, you have your marketplace and enterprise. Now, a marketplace is, for example, Amazon. There are those who can sell on Amazon, and that's what makes it a marketplace, somewhere where you can purchase items from a variety of sellers. Then we have the other section. Now, this would be for you if you're new to self-employment and you're starting a business, as you may not be fitting into those categories that I've just mentioned. If you do, of course, select those that are suitable to you. Now it says open an account and get paid by international clients or marketplaces. So being self-employed for the first time, you will be working in a variety of places. This will be for you. Then, of course, you have your My Monthly Volume. Now, if you're new to self-employment, you won't be jumping straight into more than 20,000 for an annual income. But of course, you may want to reach, and therefore, if you think you're going to be earning more than 10,000, you can change the type of account you have with Payoneer on a later date. Now, you can see that it does say to us that we are selecting a business-to-business wholesaler or other small to medium-sized business. Now, this type of account is for getting paid by leading marketplaces, getting paid by your global clients, withdraw your earnings to your local bank account at low rates, withdraw funds at ATMs, and of course, track and manage your international payments in one platform and pay your suppliers and subcontractors for free. Now, this is a brilliant account to start with, especially if you're a new business or new to self-employment. This is the account that would be suitable for you in your first year of business, of course, when you're exploring your new self-employment. Now, it's important to mention that this is for a small or medium-sized business. We're going to select register now. Now, being a self-employed person, you fit into that category because you can be, as it shows on this page, an individual with a business that is not registered. Then you have, of course, you could also be a company, which includes a sole proprietor, a corporation, or an LCC. Now, for an individual, a sole trader who will be getting started, of course, with a business that isn't registered, you will be a individual. This will also be suitable for freelancers. So of course, you may not have registered yourself as a business with your state or here in the UK with HMRC because you're just getting started and you want to make sure you're receiving your payments. Now, this will be the suitable account. Next, what you would have to do is, of course, fill in the details below. So you would give your first name, your last name, your email address, and of course you would then re-enter your email address to confirm this, and then you would give a date of birth. Now, of course, when I'm doing this, it will contain sensitive information. I will be censoring everything on screen, and we'll also skip to the next stage with the information filled in so I can show you what to do next. Once you've filled out the relevant information, select the next button if you agree with the privacy and cookie policy. The next stage will be to fill in contact details. Now remember, this is contact details and not a registered business address. Once filled in the address line, the city and town of your residence, and a postcode, you would then fill in your phone number. Now it's valid to mention that this phone number is where you will be receiving your security code to gain access to your Payoneer account. This will be used for whenever you sign into your Payoneer account, and a text message will be sent with a security code so that you can access your account. Now this is an extra layer of security, so if there are any concerns that Payoneer have with your account, for example if they think there is somebody trying to access your account without your permission, you will be asked for this security code sent to a text message as an extra layer of security. Just like our PayPal video where I've explained that PayPal will occasionally do this with your account also. So having access to this phone number will be important for you, and making sure that you can receive text messages to this mobile will also be helpful too. So I do advise to maybe purchase a cheap mobile phone, maybe a second-hand mobile phone where you can insert a cheap pay-as-you-go SIM in it, just so you can receive these text messages to make sure that you have easier access to your accounts in the occurrence of a security problem. Now I know for my international subscribers this may be an issue for you, and purchasing a mobile phone could be an issue, but I will be helping you with this also. I have helpful videos here on my YouTube channel, and as soon as I find a service that I can recommend at a reasonable price, or if not free, then I will definitely be talking about this on my YouTube channel to help you further. Moving forward with this Payoneer demonstration, once you have entered your phone number and had the code sent to the mobile phone, you will receive a text message. Enter this in the space below. Once you have entered the code, click next, and let's continue to the next stage. This is where it gets slightly a little bit more complicated, but I'll make it as easy as possible for you. Now you can see I'm going to start from the bottom instead of the top, because the most complicated things are at the bottom of this security details part of your sign up. Now let's look at the business category, which you can find here. You can see that there are various business categories: design and media, HR services, legal services, sale of physical goods, vacation property management, vacation rental maintenance, touring and hospitality, affiliate marketing, which maybe some of you who are watching this video, stock photography, translation and content services, programming and tech support, consulting management, sales and marketing, and there are more categories to go through. Now you want to select the one that closely fits your business model. For many of you, this will be affiliate marketing and marketing performance, if you are on, for example, an Amazon affiliate program and that's what you're getting started with. Now I'd like to draw attention to the identification. Now it's asking you for identification, but Payoneer also acknowledge that this can be off-putting to first-time users. So I'm going to read the statement that Payoneer have given in this statement before we move on and select an ID and show you what to do next. So this reads, "Why do I need to provide my ID?" And the statement given says, "Your identification documents will help us validate your information, ensuring that you are the rightful account owner. The security measures we've put in place is also in line with regulatory requirements to conduct customer due diligence." So let me explain this in simple terms. They have asked you for identification to ensure that you are a real person, and they are validating that you are the person you say you are, so that somebody cannot open an account in your name without your ID. They also say they do this to stay in line with regulatory requirements. What this means is there is a regulatory body that will, of course, check services like Payoneer for fraud activity or maybe dummy accounts and practices that aren't legal. Now, Payoneer are asking you for ID so that they stay in line with everything lawful. Therefore, if the regulatory body that chooses to check on Payoneer wants to check on its users to make sure no fraud is being done on their site or no risky business is being done on their site, of course they can say, well, our users provide identification, therefore we know they are real people and not bots. And that's basically what that statement means and the reason why they're asking you for identification, to verify that you are a real person and not a robot. Now let's look at the types of identification you can provide. You can provide a passport, a driving license and national ID. Now here in the UK, a driving license is the most easy, most accessible form of identification you can use. So we're going to select a driving license and we're now going to see what part of the driving license we need to enter, which is the ID number. Now I'm going to show you on what part of the driving license the ID number is accessible. You can see that with a quick Google search, we can find that each license holder in England, Scotland and Wales has a unique driver's number, and this is the ID number we're looking for. It's 16 characters long and the character is constructed in the following ways. The first 1 to 5 numbers will be 5 characters of your surname. That's your second name or your last name. For example, mine would begin with A-L-L-E-N, Alan, because my surname is Alan. After Alan, of course, with your surname replaced for your ID, you will also have numbers that follow. Now, on a UK driving license, you will also have an issue number after this. So there's a space between the ID number and your issue number. It's not the issue number you're looking for. You're looking for your surname with numbers that follow it, which can be found in your ID in section 5. So section 5 of your license, your driving license, whether it's a provisional or a full license, that is where you will find your ID number of your driving license or provisional license here if you are a UK citizen. Now this may vary for your geographical location, but if you're in the UK, this is where you would find that ID number, and where you would enter it would be in the ID section after you have selected a driving license, whether it's a provisional or a full license. This will verify that you are a real person. And once again, it will begin with the first 1 to 5 characters of your surname and then followed by numbers and maybe letters that follow. That will be your ID number that you enter into this section. And of course, when it's asking for your expiration date of your driving license or provisional driving license, this will be found in section 4B of your identification. Both of these pieces of information will be on the front of your ID and not the back. So making it easier for you, you have section 4B, which will be expiration date, which you need to enter for your identification if selecting driving license if you're a UK citizen, and then section 5 for your ID number of your driving license or provisional license if you're a UK citizen. Of course, you can also enter a passport if you don't have a driving license in the location where you are, and you can also enter a national ID number as well. Then moving on to the easier part of this sign up, you would then enter a password, repeat the password. This will be a password for you to sign into Payoneer. You would then enter a security question, selecting from the options that you have and then entering the correct answer. When entering your country of nationality, you want to enter the country in which you reside and of course where you currently live. That is the country of nationality you want to enter. And then you would fill out that short captcha code at the bottom of the page there by entering the characters that appear. You can also select the sound icon in order to hear which characters appear to make things easier for you when entering that. Once you have completed this and you have entered all information, we click next to continue to the next stage where we're almost done. On this page, we're almost done. And this reads, Please add a bank account for withdrawals that belongs to you or your company. You can add a personal account or a business account. This is where you will be able to withdraw your funds from Payoneer to your bank account. And then you would enter the information accordingly. You can select a bank from the drop-down menu here. We're going to have a look at this in a second. Then you would add the business bank holder's name, which would be your name, an account number, and a sort code. Now this is the last hurdle we need to jump in order to set up our Payoneer account. Now you're probably asking, but Anthony, I don't have any of the banks that are listed from the drop-down menu. Well, don't worry, you can select other. If you don't see your bank in the drop-down menu, simply type in other and select other. Then you'd enter the information accordingly. This is so Payoneer know where to send your funds when you're ready to withdraw from the Payoneer service. You can see here just a few of the banks that are listed with the Payoneer service, HSBC being one, Nationwide, that's also well known, Halifax, First Trust Bank, First Direct, Intelligence Finance, Metro Bank, the Post Office, Santander, that's another one I recognise. And there are other banks listed here, but of course, just as I mentioned, if you don't see yours, select other. Once you agree to the terms and conditions, privacy and cookie policy, pricing and fees, and you've entered the information, select submit. Congratulations, your Payoneer account application has now been submitted successfully and is now being reviewed. Want a Payoneer prepaid MasterCard? Learn how to order one. You're now in step 2 of the application process. Step 1, application completed, and now you're in step 2, review in process. You will receive an email confirmation within the next several business days once your application has been reviewed, and then you can use your Payoneer account to start receiving payments. At this point, you don't need to click anything, it will redirect you to the Payoneer home web page. At this point, we're still not done just yet. We need to confirm our email account. Visit the email account that you signed up with. In my case, it was an Outlook account. You can already see there is a confirmation email confirming my application. I will also need to confirm my email. Now, I did have an issue loading the email on my web browser, so I opened the email on my mobile. That wasn't recorded, but it's self-explanatory and very easy. You just click the button to confirm the email account. Once your application is being processed and your Payoneer account is open, you then sign in via the email that is given, and then with the number that you signed up with, you will then have to use your security code that is sent via a text message as mentioned earlier on in this tutorial. You will then be given a recovery code in case of an event that you have forgotten all of your passwords, and maybe in the case you don't have access to the mobile phone that receives a security code for you to sign into your Payoneer account. You will then be given a chance to update the security questions in your account information. This will be security questions that you select and you give the answers to for security purposes. You are then given access to your Payoneer account, and you can see here that I am logged into my Payoneer account. You can see what latest transactions have been made, and of course there are no transactions as this is a brand new account, and there is extra information that you can give towards your account to lift account limits and to make your account run smoother, therefore payments will be received quicker and all those sort of things as well. But let's have a look at what we have here on the dashboard. You have withdrawals, you can withdraw to your bank account, and as well as the amazing features that Payoneer offers, we also have refer a friend. Now, I will be leaving a referral link in the description below this video. You're tuned into the Anthony Allen YouTube channel, and this is one way that you can help support this channel so I can continue to make content like this. Now, by clicking the referral code that I leave in the description, you will be earning rewards when you sign up for your Payoneer account. When signing up with my referral link that I leave in the description, you'll be earning the equivalent to $25 US. So of course, signing up through my referral link in the description is beneficial to you, as you can earn $25 today. Now, on top of that, you can also use your own referral code and refer your friends once you have signed up to your Payoneer account. So it's also worthwhile when you sign up to click through and have a look for that referral link so you can share it with your friends. Now, once you've signed up for your account and you're at this stage, you can actually give additional information for your account verification so that you don't have delays or potential delays with future payments. Now, this is for verification purposes as it's in the verification center, and there is a questionnaire where you have multiple answers that you can check. You basically check the answer that is applicable to you and your business or your current situation in self-employment, and of course there is extra information that you can add as well to help this verification for your payments to run smoothly on Payoneer. Now, this is not compulsory. You don't have to do this questionnaire and add the extra verification, but it does help when lifting limits on your account and making payments quicker, and therefore not having delays with your payments. Of course, if you have any questions about your business or your current situation when filling this out, if you're stuck, I am here to help you, and I will be in the comment section down below. And there will also be others that may help you when you ask for help here on the Anthony Allen YouTube channel. Congratulations, you now have your very first Payoneer account. If you've enjoyed this video or it's been helpful to you, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions and you need extra additional help, comment down below and hit the subscribe button if you've enjoyed this content and you would like more. But don't go anywhere, I've got another video coming up for you next.